Hello. Hello? Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay? I am currently trying to run two cameras at the same time. It's my first time trying to do that with this setup, so I'm not 100% sure that we are going, but I think that we are good to go. So just let me know in the chat box if there is anything going wonky with the audio or video tonight, and I will get it fixed. So hi everybody tonight. Like, how are you doing? Hi Cat Mom. Is that... Oh, I was gonna guess that Cat Mom was Heather, and now it's not Heather. And so now I want to know who Cat Mom is. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's usually when I film, I don't wear my glasses because I'll admit it, I'm a little vain. I don't like the glare. I find it really distracting. So I do post some of my videos a little blind, but tonight I decided I wanted to be able to see, so I'm going to do that. And tonight we're just going to hang out and I'm just going to paint. So last time I filmed, so you guys haven't seen this video yet, but Travis is Cat Mom. Hi, Cat Mom. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys all for being here. It means so much to me. I can't believe I got this all figured out in an hour and a half. But tonight I decided I'm going to work on the picture that Travis... So I saw a fat orange cat, and I was wondering if it was Graham. But also, Alicia's got Natsu, and Natsu is also Fat Boy. And I'm just kind of convinced that all orange cats are just big old chonky boys. And I'm okay with that. But it makes it so that I'm not sure. But I'm going to work on the painting that Travis designed for me to paint, that he named Moonlight Masterpiece. Snorothy says, hi. And it's, here, you know what? I can do it. I can do it this way. And it's just, it is, there's going to be a griffin, and I know that because there is the word griffin right here. So I know I have to paint a griffin. So that's going to be fun. Because I've never painted a griffin before. And I like to try new things. But first I am going to put in one earbud because I need music to function. Fat orange cats unite! Yes! Okay, I need to scoot that. Bam! And now I can see the chat. And I'm going to probably put on just my favorite, ADHD music. It's it's really loud though right now. Because it's mad. Amazing. And I just, it's like this repetitive beat. Do you guys listen to that stuff? It's kind of like lo-fi, but it's even more repetitive than lo-fi, I think. But I don't know, it's really nice. My brain likes it anyway. It's something that I listen to literally sometimes for 8 hours a day while I'm at work so that I can function. Because I don't really have anybody that I spend time around while I'm at work. I work ADHD jukebox. Yes, many things make me ADHD jukebox. They don't, however, make it easier for me to speak, which, boy, isn't that a fun thing to learn about yourself when you start filming yourself. It's weird when you first start watching yourself on film. I'm not sure my feelings on it. It's getting better. I could work on stuff at least, so that's kind of nice. I could just try and look at everything as like some sort of weird self-improvement, which is maybe a little too much pressure. But it also kind of takes some pressure off, because then it's like, hey man, I don't have to have it together. I'm just working on it. What about you guys? What are you guys working on tonight? Anybody making any art or anything like that? Okay. Ooh, I love Mario Odyssey. I should actually replay that. I should replay that. But I just got Pokemon. That's the thing. Like, and let's be honest, well, I don't know the last time I really had time to sit down and play video games, although, like, when I get really depressed, Animal Crossing is my jam. It really, really is. Back to work. It never really ends, does it? But, because, like, Alicia in the chat box does adulting, is one of the most driven, like, amazing people. You should definitely check out their channel. Because they're a PhD student that also works full-time and also is growing this amazing financial literacy channel that's aimed to educate and provide often free resources to people, and it's bonkers. Like, I do not know how she does it, but she is, with about 1,000 more eyeballs, she'd be a literal angel. So work on that. Grow some eyeballs. Pokemon, hey Summer! Welcome to the stream. Oh, it's so nice to have you. So what is everybody's starters? I have it. I have not started playing it yet, though. But I do know that I want Oshawott, because Oshawott's the best. I don't know how to tell you guys. Oshawott's the best Pokemon. But the others are good too. You know. They're good Pokemon. It's kind of like dogs. Like puppies. Like, all dogs are good dogs. I wonder what actual lion's legs would look like, just flying through the air. Probably pretty cute, because those murder mittens are awfully cute. I don't care how much a lion would bite me. I think I might pet one. If I could. I know it's wrong. And, like, I wouldn't take an opportunity to, like, go somewhere to do it. Just, like, if life threw a lion in my path. Yeah, I'm probably gonna try and pet him. I mean, how often's that gonna happen, right? Absolutely, yes. Travis is 100% right. This is our very first. No, 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 sir, no, sir. Rowlet's cute. I like Rowlet. Owls are adorable, but Oshawott, he's got a scalp chop. His R is really cute. He goes Osha. So, opinions. I have experience with face cam streams. When life gives you lions, you pet them. I can't help that. I didn't make that rule. I did not make that rule. Big old lion leg. Okay, yeah, I like that little foot. When you draw lions' butts, pretty similarly to how you draw people butts. Just get a little bubble. Just a little bubble butt. A little cute vine bubble butt. Right, like, I have a lot of fun with that, Heather. Like, I enjoy watching, which is so funny because that's new for me, but, like, I didn't used to enjoy watching people play video games, and I really think that, like, that's new for me because I have so many other things that I'm working on now that it's something that's so digestible to just enjoy how beautiful they are, but not have to be so hyper invested in, like, a really present storyline. And so, yeah, I really developed a delight in watching. Did anybody play or watch anybody play Death Stranding? Because that game was bonkers pretty. I was such a fan. Like, I honestly could sit and just listen to the soundtrack and watch Death Stranding being played. I think that would make me pretty happy. Right? Like, I get where not everybody might enjoy the gameplay. I get that, but beautiful, right? It was difficult in a very sort of grindy, tedious way, and I know that makes it sound bad, but sometimes that's great. That's what you want, Because, like, is it any less grindy than, say... I mean, honestly, Pokemon's nothing but grind, and, like, it's just more lighthearted. And same with like Animal Crossing, when, you know, I don't want to play like, I don't want to do real chores, but I want to I want to pick fruit off of my digital trees, because that's important for some reason. But it is, and I get it. But yeah, it wasn't like difficult. At least the parts that I played, like, it was just very, okay, how do I do this? Oh, okay, I have like figured it out, but not like hard. Oh, so you're a psychopath. I knew that though, Heather. The grind is rewarding. Okay, it is. It is. It is. Like, some of the worst times that I've ground on video games, honestly, like, it was always to like max stuff out, and like, it's awesome and it's fun until it's like, oh, now everything's too easy and there's no challenge. And that's what I think I struggle with, is when I'm grinding on a video game, it's usually because I've got like a really like serious objective. Like, usually like in Pokemon, it's to like excuse me, to evolve something a particular way. Oh, call me. Is it? Yeah, Combi. Combi. So Travis thought he would get funny and ask me to give him a hard word, and I really didn't think that went through. But it is actually really fun. I'm excited to paint this. Oh. I'm sorry, Summer. Have you called one yet? I asked 15 seconds later. Sometimes they're there. Okay. I think I've got what I need to start painting. Or at least to like sketch it out or get it. Mostly right now, I'm just like getting these lines in. as placeholders. It's really like bonkers big moon. Okay. Travis, my dear, is this a starfish and a shell? It's a starfish and a shell, isn't it? Look at what? Oh, you want to look at them? Okay. I think we've got that thing. I'm going to do a starfish. Just chilling, maybe. Do starfish actually come up on the sand? No, I need to look that up. But I could do like a really cool shell. Or maybe like a crab. I should probably just get some sand in there and then see what we can do with that. Yes. Okay, I'm going to use, oh, I like conch. Yeah, okay, I'm going to get some sand down and then I can start doing that. Because I definitely want, like, I'm very excited about him. I've missed a few lines, though. All right. So I am going to get started here painting in just a moment. I'm going to be using this really cool, it's essentially freezer paper. So I actually wouldn't necessarily recommend that you spend your money on one of these. I wanted to test it out though. And I do actually like that it comes in a pad. What it is this palette paper pad. And it's really cool because it's, I mean, like, essentially, yeah, it's just these sheets of freezer paper. And you can just rip them off when you're done with it. But they're, like, shiny and slick enough that it won't absorb the paint and cause it to dry really fast. So, yeah, I got them because I wanted to try it out, just to see if I liked it. I will probably get, like, freezer paper in the future because it would just be cheaper, but this would be like a cool thing for if you're traveling at all. Like, I know this summer I really want to do more painting in person and painting like in real life, and so I plan to like bring something like this because it's, you know, a little bit sturdier than like just loose freezer paper, but that would work for me on my desk. So I am going to get some paint laid out, step away for just about 2 to 5 minutes, and I will be right back, okay, guys? Hello. I'm back. Thank you guys for being patient with me. I am just in the middle of getting some paint out on my palette, which I'm struggling a little bit with, as you can see. And I'm gonna paint tonight, probably mostly just using primaries and white, and that's mostly just because I kind of enjoy the challenge, for one, and it kind of also lets me like conserve some of my paint. Realistically, I'm using like the same amount of paint, but at least I can know a little bit easier like what paint I'm gonna be running out of, which is kind of nice. It does mean I have to color mix everything I do, but I enjoy doing that, so I will yeah, I'm just gonna mix. So this is my palette. Oh, you can see it from right there. That's easier. So I just like lay everything out in a triangle, and then I start using my empty spaces to mix a color wheel, and then that just lets me have access to kind of all the colors I need. I don't always mix like a full color wheel depending on what I'm doing. I just kind of wing it, and then I mix. You don't, the one thing when you're mixing like this, when you're mixing all of your paints from scratch, and we're going to do a whole video about this. In fact, I'm really planning on making March color month and talking a lot about color and color mixing and paint and just focusing on those things. But when you're mixing, as you see, I'm using a palette knife. You always want to use a palette knife or the ends of your paintbrush. And that's something that I talk about in a video that's going to be dropping on Thursday. That would be tomorrow. And that video that we're going to see tomorrow is all about brush care. And one of those big things is, yeah, just don't mix with your bristles. It's bad for them, guys. I do it a lot. I'm really bad about doing it, and that's part of why I got this flat paper to work on. I plan on getting a glass palette here soon because I want to have something without any dividers in it. It's just nice and flat that I can work with my palette knife and scrape up as much as I want. And yeah, it's just something that I'm gonna kind of. Honestly, it's not even something I'm worrying about saving up for. They're about $40 if you buy a glass palette. I, however, plan on going to the dollar store and buying a picture frame and then using that, because glass is glass. And the one big thing with glass palettes is that you typically want like gray paper in the background. So this is white, but often they recommend gray, and that's just because gray is like your most neutral tone. If I were to mix all of the primaries with equal pigmentation, not necessarily equal amounts in volume, but like equal amounts in terms of pigmentation. So it kind of depends on the paints you're working with. But when you mix them all together equally, it gives you this great middling gray that is just perfect and beautiful. And then, yeah, I love mixing colors. I do. I love mixing paint. It's so much fun. And sometimes I forget how much I enjoy it, to be honest. So I'm mixing up like a really dark plumish purple first. And I already got that done, and that will be like one of the blacks that I use, or I'll use that in place of black for quite a while. And then I think I'm going to mix up a big batch of orange, which I'll then cut down by adding some blue to it, because then we'll have a nice brown, because we have mixed we've mixed primary and secondary, and it's complement. When you mix complementary colors together, you generally get kind of a grayish brownish tone, and specifically, you know, with orange and, oh, but that is pretty. So I've got way too much. I don't know how much of this you guys can see. I don't know. I'm going to put that there for now. But that color is just really, really pretty. So I'm going to scoot some of that down there, and then I'm going to... This is kind of hard to do vertically, but I'll figure it out. Oh, I think that's my biggest problem, though, guys, is just like putting my hand in the other paint that's still on there. Shock, Katie got messy while painting. Oh, whatever will we do? It's fine. Everything's fine. But we do need more yellow in there. And I'm using yellow ochre, not like a bright yellow. I know some artists, when they do a lot of color mixing, they like to use a brighter yellow. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they're just trying to use as little white as possible. Very similarly to trying to use as little black as possible. And it's a way of lightening things up without having to use as much white, without having to use black. This is not working. I keep putting my hand in paint. I will come up with a way to shoot my palette going forward. If that's the thing you guys want. If you're interested in that. If you don't really care about the color mixing, then we don't have to worry about that. Let's see, where were we? Summer, if you are still here, I saw the paintings that you did for Travis, and they are absolutely spectacular. I don't know, does YouTube allow you guys to drop pictures in? Like, will it let you drop a picture into the chat box of your paintings? Because I would love to see them again, and I would love to share them with everybody if that's something you're comfortable with doing. Because they were absolutely breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. And clean. Like, that's one of the things, like, I get very, like, it's called being, like, painterly. I'm very painterly. And I shouldn't make fun of it. But I can't help it. I've been taught to tease anything that comes off as pretentious, even though, you know what, I kind of like some things that come off as pretentious. That doesn't make them bad, just makes them pretentious. It's whatever. We like what we like, right, guys? I've just got some really fun colors that are coming together, and I can't wait to use them. As usual, I go through so much yellow, and that's pretty typical. A lot of yellows just aren't as powerful or as pigmented as other colors, and so it makes it really easy to kind of go overboard. It's a shame, but it is what it is. I could be a little bit more, or I guess not judicious, I don't really know, a little bit more cautious with the amounts of paints that I'm using when I am mixing. Now, one thing that I do work really consistently on doing when I'm color mixing is just starting with your lightest color and then slowly mixing in bits of the darker color. And the reason for that is you can't add, I mean, you can add more of the lighter color, but it's going to take forever to mix that down. And so if you just start with the, you know, the lighter one and add the darker in, it's going to waste a lot less paint. And then spray. Already added my yellow. Gotta mix some more. Or gotta get some more. You can't mix it. And that's kind of the thing. Like, that's the specifically, that is what makes a primary is that you cannot mix a primary color. All of the other colors you can achieve by mixing variations of the primaries, but you cannot mix the primary. Oh, that's such a bummer. Well, we will, I'll share it on Facebook. Just remind me next time I get on Facebook. Heck yeah. Everybody, we need to brag on Summer because she's amazing. She's a phenomenal artist. Are you entering into the competition at work, Summer? If you're not, I'm going to yell at you, so you better say yes. Because you should enter. You would. I'm confident. I am confident that one of your pieces would be picked to be hung up. I'm going to start playing with some of these colors. I'm getting tired. Actually, I really enjoy mixing paint. It's pretty fun, but I just want to play now. I want to play. Whoop. Guess we're mixing that in. See what that gives us. It's like, it's fun because, like, you can go into color mixing knowing precisely what you're going to get. But sometimes I'm not super hyper cautious, and I just kind of let it go. And I personally don't think, hello, Danimal, and hello, who is with Danimal? Yeah, I do. I get a little bit loosey-goosey with it, but that's okay with me because I don't mind that. I like painting that way, so. Okay. Now tonight I'm not actually using our Prism brushes. I'm using my paint brushes. And so that's just personal choice, but I am using Creative Inspirations paint, which is the paint that Prism uses for all of their painting events. So if you're ever curious about what kind of paint events we have or what kind of paint we use at our events, that would be the one. Right now, I'm just really dropping in color, I'm just going to drop it in across the board and color block in everything so that I don't have all of this white to look at. Now, in some of my stuff, I do color block a little bit differently, so, whenever I'm doing, say, portraits, I really enjoy just dropping in any color and then picking a color to work in, and then not necessarily, making everything true to life. But sometimes even then, when I am painting more realistically, I will drop in, just a bunch of some sort of middle neutral, and then start mixing in lights and darks from there. But some of these smaller paintings, and really, for like the more fantastical ones, I just like there to be as much brightness in the color as possible. And so I really enjoy just color blocking out with kind of one of the darker, slightly darker maybe, or middles of the particular color I know I want it to be at the end. And that just kind of helps keep things, I think, a little bit brighter. Dan, have they let you guys know if you have to work tomorrow yet? And like everybody else, are you guys safe? Like, is everybody in the everybody that's on the stream, are you in if you're in like the Champaign area like I am, you know that there's all kinds of weather happening. Are you guys safe? Like, how's everybody doing? Are you guys keeping warm? I know that I have been working from home today, and then now this, and so I haven't really had to leave my house, thankfully. But I'm definitely worried because I know a lot of people have had to, and like my partner, he had to go into work, so he had to drive in it. Luckily, we've got all-wheel drive on our car, or on his car, so he said it wasn't terrible for him getting around, but it's definitely something like, if you don't have that, you should not be out driving, according to him, and I believe him, because he's one of the more cautious drivers I know. Or maybe that's just compared to... To be fair, everybody's driving makes him nervous. Maximum coziness. Yeah, so Dan says that's such a good idea, throwing a bunch of colors in and picking the one that fits the mood. Honestly, like, I think that the worst part about painting is the blank canvas, and that's either when you're sketching or when you start dropping in paint. Like, having your sketch out, to me, doesn't always help that nervousness, and so, yeah, why not? You know? I'm just going to make it as easy on myself as possible and just start throwing colors out, because I don't want to have to just sit and worry about it. Like, I just want to enjoy the physicality of painting. And so sometimes that just means letting it be a little loose. Sorry, guys. That is words that I probably would get demonetized for, Dan. Hopefully the roads will be clear by then and the snow will be done. If the roads are clear, then I understand. But, yeah. Working from home, summer, yep, same. 8. Oh. Yeah, I bet they were. I'm so rough on brushes, guys. It is problematic. Okay. So, Nate started a new show today called Miracle Workers. It's got Daniel Radcliffe and Steve Buscemi in it. Has anybody else heard of or seen this show? Because, wow, it's funny. Oh my god. Steve Buscemi's God. And I'm just really down with it. A religion. A religion for Travis? Okay, what was I talking about? I got focused on what I was painting and then I forgot what I was actually talking about. Which is not uncommon for me. I think everybody here has experienced me just dropping out of orbit for a few seconds in order to complete a task. Oh, Steve Buscemi. Yes! Okay, so the show. Steve Buscemi is God, and Daniel Radcliffe works in the miracles department. And all I got from it, because I was busy and doing other things, but Nate, had it running. I'm not sure how much I can give away, but I'll give away those two things. So just Daniel Radcliffe is an angel that works in the miracles department, and they have to complete a miracle, a very specific miracle on a very specific time frame, and that was all in just episode 1. I just put my elbow in paint. Guys, thank you. I get so excited. It's very funny. I will find out what platform it's on because you guys gotta see it. I love Steve Buscemi. I love Steve Buscemi, guys. Like, not a weird, like, stalker way, promise. That's reserved for, like, other people. Okay. Oh. 11 a.m. I got... Travis, I got the text too. I want purple. We're looking for a couple of specific purples, I think. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I feel like purple always has more red in it than what I anticipate. Like, it's always redder than I think it's going to be. It doesn't help that my palette's getting a little bit cramped here. There we go. Okay. Guys, why would you say that? I want mochi so bad now, and I'm supposed to be like not ordering in at all. I'm so hungry now. Travis, no. Well, that's just... Ooh, rough. I really want mochi. Alicia buys mochi. She's not here anymore, I don't think, but she buys this really good, like, big packs of mochi. At Costco, I think, actually. So, if you guys like mochi, like, check out Costco. See if your Costco has it, because they might. I don't know if... They're like the red bean mochi, so, like, I don't know if you're looking specifically for like, a potato mochi. I don't know, but... But potato mochi sounds amazing. Like, let's just be honest. That sounds so good. So pierogies are, for those who haven't had them, pierogies are delicious. They are I'm sorry that you didn't like them, but I love them. They're a potato filled, like, dumpling. I don't know where they're native to, but they're so good. Like, super good. So, if you haven't had pierogies, I know Cat Mom says meh, but Katie says yeah. Yeah to pierogies. Have you had them, like, how did you have them made? Because, like, they're, granted, like, I frankly enjoy the frozen ones, but, I know, like, you can bake them, you can make them in the air fryer, like, if you're not careful, yeah, they could probably be kind of soggy and, like, weird, but I don't know. I'm a big fan. I like pierogies. Okay. Now I want empanadas. Polish. Pierogies are Polish. I like them dry, but they are also, yes, good, dipped in many sauces. Which I suppose that all just would depend on your preference of sauces, but I like lots of sauces. So now I'm just thinking about empanadas and pierogies and mochi for dessert. If I could, what is everybody's current perfect, if you could, not that we're gonna, because bad weather, but what is everybody's current perfect Grubhub order? I want empanadas from Empanada House. I don't actually know where to get pierogies around here. I've only ever had them frozen, but even frozen are really good. Um, Mochi. I want mochi. Oh, sushi would be good. Actually, no, I want something warm. I think I might just be hungry, guys. Oh, one of my friends just messaged me. They're illustrating a tarot read right now. That's so cool. And they sent a picture. It looks amazing. Yay! That is really cool. I love that because I think tarot is really nifty, and I don't necessarily, like, I'm not a practitioner. I don't necessarily, I'll be honest, like, I don't know what my belief in it is, but I definitely think that the artwork attached is absolutely beautiful, and I love it, and I have my own series of tarot paintings that are a part of my portfolio work. And so, yeah, they're just something that I love. I just love. Okay. I'm going to let all of that dry just a little bit. And I know it looks so messy, but it's okay. It's okay. We have so many layers. Guys, we have so many layers that we can work on. And like this is the fun part of experimenting with painting, is sometimes you don't always know what you're going to end up with. And I'm alright with that. Meatheads or Peking Garden, yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, both of those sound amazing. Blocked out. Some nice moon action. Hi, La. How are you? my eyes is like watering. Oh man. Like really bad. I'm so sorry. Give me just a second, guys. I love that. Yes, that's exactly like tinnitus for just any kind of body doubling that you guys need. Any kind of like just community. Oh, sorry, my eyes started watering for no reason. Actually, that's a lie. I have a space heater sitting directly on me, so it very much could be the space heater. That's really neither here nor there. We're not going to worry about that. Right? Yeah, Allah literally keeps me alive when we're together. And Alicia's working on her dissertation plan. Hi, Winters. Welcome. Yeah, your dissertation, I cannot imagine how stressful that is to work on. So, Winters, what are you up to for the night? Anything interesting in particular? Hi there, Bayo. Bayoish? I don't know if I'm saying that right. I hope so, but if I'm not, I do apologize. Please correct me with the phonetic pronunciation. If I am wrong, I do apologize. I'm wondering if it is spam because we're not getting a response. And I don't really know how to deal with the spam in this new program that I have, but I will learn that this week, guys, so that we don't have to. You guys don't have to deal with it next week. I do apologize. I mean, hey, right? Thank you so much, guys, for taking care of that. I really, really appreciate that. That's like such. I literally. Does anybody else have the inability to not answer when they are reached out to, regardless if you're like 99% sure it's either spam or somebody creeping and being really weird? I cannot help but respond in the hope, because like, what if, right? Like, what if they're not? What if they're just like some cool person and we're gonna become friends? And I love that. And I feel like I'm one of those people that just like is sort of designed to maybe need to be a little bit more cautious, but I definitely know that I like to see the best in people. So sometimes, even online, it's hard because I like to hope, right? Like, I don't want to just ignore somebody if they're like new. Like, that's like the one of the worst things, right? About whenever you go to like a new place, right? And everybody knows each other and they're all talking and you don't know anybody. And it's just awkward. So, yeah. hey, rude. I am not. Never give your social out to anybody that asks for it ever. Even the government. They should know it already. But seriously, no, please, oh my god, everybody, seriously, like, please be careful with your socials. Don't carry your social security card. If you lose your wallet, if somebody gets it, guys, I worry. And I know so many people are carrying them because I worked for a bank. And I've seen how often people try and use it as their ID. So I know how often they're carrying it. And I'm begging you guys not to. Because, like, get a lockbox. Get a firebox for at home. Keep it there. Or a safe deposit box if you don't trust that. I did too at first, Law. I did too at first, and then I'm not easy to scam. Okay, one time it happened, and I got my money back, so shush. One time, and I was 19, and I got my money back. So maybe it wasn't like a scam, but it definitely felt scammy, which is why my Mom made me call to get my money back. Thanks, Mom. Don't go to vacations that you hear about via fax machine at your job. Do places still have fax machines? Anyway. Right? Like, and I know better, but I can't help it. Nate does this thing to me, my spouse. He does this thing where he'll be like, catch. And every time I'm like, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be things that I know he would never throw. Every time I panic. Every time. Oh, there's another one. Hi. I really don't know what the appropriate way to respond is, so I'm just going to awkwardly laugh and then quietly move on. Yeah, right, like I don't understand what the point of them is, if that's the case, but I rarely understand what the actual point of some scams are because I really don't understand sometimes what they're actually trying to achieve. I mean, a lot of them I do, but sometimes it's just very awkward. It's like, I get that you're trying to take me over, but like, how again? But I always love that when they're just bad at it. Like, bad at scamming. Excellent. Oh, my eye is still watering on me, guys. I might have to take a short 5-minute break just to make sure I don't have any makeup in it, because it's very possible you see or a lot of makeup. It's entirely possible I'm just getting that in my face. That's why my eye keeps watering. I'm getting to be really pleased here. However, I'm getting there. I'm like, unfortunately, there's just going to be a certain amount of this that's going to have to dry before we can work on it more. We can definitely get it to that point. For sure. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. So I will be back here in just a few minutes, guys. I love and love and appreciate all of you. I'm going to be right back, okay? Excuse me, guys. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I am back. Hi. So I love this brush. This brush was actually one of my grandmother's brushes, and I still have it, and I've not been the nicest to it, but I use it all the time, and I don't know how much she uses it. She has my nose. In high school, is that better? I was just told there was an echo. But this was, it was one that I inherited from her when she passed away, and I'm still having my name said. I feel like there's a little bit of a lag because perfect. Okay. Yep, there's a slight lag, so when you guys let me know something, there's a slight lag after I fix it, but we are good now. Thank you so much for letting me know. I really, really appreciate it. Everybody still enjoying their games? Be better. It's gross out. Right now we all deserve to be doing something we actually enjoy. Still Pokemoning? Have you checked your island recently? I want to know what you've got for sale on your island. Because I'm always building up my Animal Crossing island. My island isn't perfect yet, but that's mostly because I'm like been getting my abode perfect. But it's just about there. So I'm pretty excited about it. Ooh, I gotta pop my back at some point. That is tight. Struggle from working at a desk all day. I honestly, like, anybody else that sits at a desk ever kind of miss those on your feet jobs? I don't really, because I don't miss the abuse that the people that often work those jobs go through. But yeah, I miss it. I miss moving around and talking to people and which is why it's so great when we have Prism events, because not only do I get to do that, I get to do it with people who love art and just want to grow their community and their community's access to the arts and try and like find a way to make things financially and physically accessible. And like half the time it's even just knowledge. Right? Oh, that's honestly, that part's rough when your brain is like engaged all day and then going home and trying to like make your brain do brain stuff. Not easy. But sometimes we manage. Sometimes really need some of these bits to dry for me. I know, and I'm so proud of you. Like, I am so absolutely proud of you for standing up for yourself, for following your instincts, for finding something that fits you, that makes you happy and feel fulfilled. And even if it's still just technically about making money to survive, like, there is no ethical consumption under capitalism. We can't help it. Like, we have to work to survive. We can't. That's just how that is. And you're doing it in a way that makes you happy, and that's absolutely beautiful. I love it. But then he made me get all emotional. Sounds awful. Not really. Emotion isn't bad. Just hard sometimes. Excuse me. I apologize. Alright, guys, it looks like we are just about out of time, like, for tonight, for tonight's live stream. So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. I honestly have had so much, I've had more fun tonight than I think I've had all week. This was probably the most relaxing painting session I've had all week. And I honestly owe that to just you guys being here with me and hanging out and body doubling. And it means a lot to me that you guys took your time to hang out and to be here with me tonight. So I really want to thank everybody that came out. We will be dropping another video tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And then our next time lapse will be on Tuesday following that. We'll be here on Wednesday to live stream again and just kind of do the same thing. We're just going to work on probably the same painting. I might just save it for Wednesday nights because we're planning on dropping that video at the end of the month. So I think I'll have time to get it done. But just, yeah, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for partnering with me. And we will see you guys next week. Love you guys so much. Bye.